this context. The dynamic of the group is everything. It takes a little while to zero in on where people can best apply themselves and produce the best result. But once that team is alive, so to speak, and it's very exciting.
The challenge that Einstein's statement presents to us is an indictment on us all. Since technology changes everything, or way of life, or full-fledged culture, why hasn't technology been better able to combat the effects of osteoarthritis? By show of hands, how many persons here are themselves sufferers or know someone who is suffering from osteoarthritis? Thank you, as I thought. This simple survey is reflective of the wider society, where currently 27 million people are suffering from osteoarthritis. That's 27 million running around, or better yet, not running around, due to the impact of this debilitating disease. And the picture only gets worse, with an approximate 41 million by 2030. The cost to treat osteoarthritis in the US alone, approximately $90 billion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these images are not meant to shock you, but instead underscores the impact of osteoarthritis. This does not have to be the case. With early stage detection, one can take the proactive steps necessary to counter this disease. I am Keisha Hall, and in my capacity as Chief Operating Officer, along with my highly esteemed colleagues, we are pleased to announce ArthriTest, first in early stage osteoarthritis detection. The science behind ArthriTest was developed by the University of Florida and harnesses magnetic technology through a microneedle tip and magnetized nanoparticles. This technology will significantly disrupt this $90 billion industry and brings technology to a state where it indeed matches our humanity. With this, one can enjoy the benefits of an extended lifestyle, avoidance of joint surgery, pain reduction. Now, who would ever want to be denied such? ArthriTest was developed 12 years ago, and we have already completed phases A, B, and C of development. We're in our fourth and final phase D, having already garnered FDA approval and patent protection. We have negotiated partnerships with multinational companies for the manufacturing, the distribution, and the sales of ArthriTest, namely 3M, Pfizer, and Stryker Technologies. We have also procured a licensing and royalty agreement with the University of Florida. Now, after payments to our partners at the University of Florida, ArthriTest retains a respectable 60% gross profit margin. I am very excited about ArthriTest. It's the fourth and signature technology of our parent company, Quest Medical Technologies, which has already commercialized 3 vinyl technology products. These independent companies combine for annual sales in excess of $260 million annually. Ladies and gentlemen, our parent company is proven. ArthriTest is on the springboard, ready for launch. We will launch initially by targeting adults reaching the age of 40. Now, according to the 2010 US Census, 6 million people turn 40 each year. We assume that 4.2 million will have health insurance, and with the advent of the Affordable Care Act, we do believe that's a fair figure. Of that exact number, 2.5 million will take an annual wellness check, and a further 1.2 million will take ArthriTest as a part of their annual wellness check. We believe this is a very conservative and yet a very attainable figure. Now, we are aware that there are competing products in the marketplace, such as the MRI and the X-ray, but of note, neither are early stage detectors. And ArthriTest is also far more advanced in its development than any other technology that may be attempting entry. We have streamlined our marketing to include a website, which is live today, direct marketing, and ensuring that ArthriTest will be at the ready for the consumer. Now, you've heard a lot about this product from me. Please listen to a testimonial from one of our orthopedic surgeons with whom we worked during development.
Hello, I'm Dr. Denise Hayes. I'm an orthopedic surgeon here in South Florida. I've been working to help my osteoarthritis patients get more out of life for over 20 years. With ArthriTest, I know we can make a huge difference. The idea of early detection in osteoarthritis has been the holy grail of better treatment. ArthriTest is a game changer, and having it in my practice will change patient outcomes forever.
Well said, Dr. Yates. Today we ask you to partner with us. We are asking for an investment of $60 million. This will be dispersed over a 2-year period and allocated to things such as the production of ArthriTest kits, SG&A expenses, and marketing. With this $60 million investment comes a lucrative opportunity, a percentage ownership in ArthriTest. Now, let's do some math together. With year 3 EBITDA of 100 million times 9 as a multiplier divided by your $60 million investment equals 15. That's 15 times valuation. Quite lucrative indeed. Now, we are aware that in years 1 and 2, pre-tax income is a loss. However, ArthriTest breaks even at year 3, month 4, with sales of $43 million. Please note, that's 8 months of clean revenue. In a forum where we're asking of you, we start your return on investment today. As our associate, Mr. Wayne Marnell, hands out a token to you, an actual magnet, we must let you know that this is not just for show, although it certainly accentuates our brand, but instead is symbolic of our magnetic technology. And we ask a question: how will history judge you? Will you be the standard for opportunities missed, or will you be lauded as a visionary for taking this opportunity? For myself, my esteemed colleagues, and the millions of osteoarthritis sufferers, we hope it will be the latter. We thank you for your time and your attention, and welcome any queries and comments at this point.
First off, Kisha, you rock. Really, really well done. Looks like I read your business plan, and it sounds like you're outsourcing a good portion of your customer service sales to Stryker. How will you control quality of the brand and the messaging when you're handing off such a big portion of your business to a third party?
You know, that's a very good question. And Stryker is one of the companies with whom we've partnered, primarily based on our previous relationship. We are part of a huge corporation, Quest Medical Technologies, and we've actually seen Stryker in action before. We will actually be a huge part of their CRM. We will do their training, so we'll ensure exactly what they're doing. So that will be our quality control aspect. They're not also the ones who will be developing the nanoparticles or the actual needles. So yes, we'll be using them as far as distribution and sales is concerned, but not for manufacturing. Thank you for the question.
I really like that first slide with the pictures of what I can expect when I'm getting older. Thanks, Brian. Makes it, yeah, makes it look so fun. So I have a question structurally. I don't get how this works within the broader scheme. So there's a parent company that owns this company, and so is the investment in the parent, or is it in this subsidiary only?
Lovely question as well. The actual 60 million that will be given us today will actually give you ownership in ArthriTest, not in Quest Medical Technologies. Would that be right?
Gotcha. And how big is Quest? How big is the company today? So you said 260 million of revenue?
Correct.
So how much capital are they putting into this?
Well, our business model actually has us using investment as far as getting the capital for this. We have actually streamlined everything, and all our other three companies work independently. So Quest does not have to actually put in anything. We believe in our product. We think it's a product that's great, and we do think investors like yourself will actually want to partner with us. We're giving you the opportunity.
Just one point of feedback, that would typically, if you were believing in the product, you would usually show that by putting equity into the company directly.
Yeah, why should I invest in this if you're not going to? And I'd like a direct answer.
Okay, very good. And at this point, I have my CFO, Mrs. Steve Rahim, help me with the numbers on that.
Well, actually, because we're in our last stage of funding, A, B, and C, we collected 40 million, and Quest, through that process, within the 12 years, has contributed to the development of ArthriTest, so they have not just been on the sidelines.
I'm going to go back to the math. 60 million you're looking for.
Yes.
How much of the company then do you get for 60 million? What percentage?
You'll be able to get a 20% ownership in ArthriTest.
Okay, so 60 times 5, 300 million valuation, and then you exit 900. So, yeah, you might, it sounds like a 3x return.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the last piece?
I'm just working through with the valuation that we would invest at would be higher. If we're putting in 60 million as an investor, what's the post-money valuation of the company? And then looking then at what you would exit at.
One of the things to look at also is that you're really not investing 60 million, you're actually investing less.
Great, this is starting to sound a lot better.
If you look at it on a net present value, we're not asking for 60 million up front from you. We're asking for those payments in equal cash flows for the 2 years. So if you discounted that at whatever your percent, let's say 12%, you're actually looking at 53 million at 12%. So it's a $7 million discount today.
Are you running for office?
You should.
Sure. Time for the reception.